Greetings, Dennis Daniels here. This is a big shout out to Susan Lee for her code building a content-based recommender system for hotels in Seattle. Computer science is about reproducibility, as is all science. And you can see over here that the code fails with a deprecation error. But what's interesting to me is the difference in behavior, not only in the Jupyter notebook that's running natively on my Ubuntu 18, but it also the same error or a different set of errors appears in colab. I went ahead and loaded the CSV directly into the colab notebook, a copy of Seattle Hotels Recommender. Computer science is about reproducing results. So I went ahead and ran all of the results here on colab. And what's interesting, it works, and then it stops working here. The graph that should be there is not. So let's take a look. That's around number 8. We scroll down to number, 8, 9. And there's the graph that is loaded. And I had a stack of dependencies to meet before I could get it to work, but it did work. But curiously, in colab, it didn't even throw errors. It just doesn't show anything. So if we go down here, you'll see that there's a graph, and there's no graph here. You'll see a graph here, but there's no graph there, etc., etc. It goes on and on and on, much like that. And then we get down to cell 18-ish. Cell 18, and this, yeah, there it is. So we get a bunch of deprecation warnings, which is kind of funny because Susan Lee does a test to make sure that the code is good, but the test itself appears to fail. And we take a look on the native Jupyter notebook here on my Ubuntu machine, and you'll see it's the same error more or less at cell 18. So the deprecation warning, I'll have to dig into and figure out what's the fix. Unless Susan Lee already has a fix. I hope you do, Susan Lee. Really impressed with your work, and I hope that there's a fix for this. Thanks for watching, and happy computing.